Why can't you play Uno with a Mexican?
Why?
They steal all the green cards. I can't even.
That shit.
I was just then by like every racist joke.
So I'll be wearing my scarf, people throw snide comments, why do you need to worry about like brushing your hair? I'll be like, oh, my hair's such a mess today. Then they'll be like, you can't even see your hair. You could be bald for all we know.
Actually yes, when I was like 15, I was out with friends at night and one of them was like, Aisha, smile, I can't see you. I was like, it was really, but he was a bogan and he wasn't actually my friend, so nothing lost.
You know, as a fairly white person in Australia, you don't get many, you know, personal attacks on your Anglo-Saxon heritage.
Okay, this is weird, I don't think I've experienced casual racism, but maybe I have. That's what scares me. Maybe I'm just like suppressing it because I'm like, they're my friends, you know?
I would really love to say that I am the captain of political correctness, but I'm not. I probably have made passing jokes and haven't even really thought about it.
No, I've never told a racist joke.
I think little kid Liam on the school bus in a country town would definitely have made a racist joke. Like when you used to be like easy peasy Japanese and the teacher would be like, no, it's lemon squeezy.
Oh yeah, all the time. It's my own doing. I encourage casual racism towards myself by also being racist about Lebanese people. Therefore, I'm not sure if it is racism or like self-racism. I don't know if that's a thing.
I think it's okay if you're an Asian and you're making jokes about Asians because that's who you are.
Like you're laughing at it in Sydney because you're a minority culture which has got lots of stereotypes about it which are kind of exploited, especially in Sydney. So it's also, I think, growing up. When I moved to Sydney when I was 16, I think it was definitely a coping mechanism as well. There's a lot of negative connotations towards being Lebanese.
I wouldn't tell a joke about black people, but if I did, I think it'd be more okay. I don't think it'd be okay, but I think it'd be more okay than if a white person did the same joke. We are probably one of the most multicultural countries, you know, relative to our population size and how old we are as a country. So we're super multicultural. And maybe this casual racism is just us going through like teething problems, right? Getting to know each other. There's not that many people put together in the same area before.
I think there's a few reasons for it. Like Australia is a very young country and its identity is confused. And you're right, it is a teething process. Like it's like a melting pot of cultures but was born out of like British colonialism. I think it's a lack of awareness and understanding of other cultures, and it turns into fear, and then you see this with people being actually racist, but also then it maybe even like thinly veiling it by being casually racist and that being a socially acceptable way to behave and cope with what you don't know.
Wider society can just like pass it off as camaraderie and like, oh, you know, it's just a joke, so it's all sweet. But that's not necessarily true. It's probably offensive to a huge amount of people.
Taking a joke can only go so far. If it's not funny to the person, stop. It's as simple as that.
I feel like educated individuals are less likely to be overtly racist, but are definitely more likely to be subtly racist, or you know, to be racist without even realizing.
I think there's a few different forms. There's the one where it's like the one I was describing, where like, oh yeah, let's all make fun of Lebanese people because I'm Lebanese, and then people will like. And then I think what people do is they'll like then make Lebanese jokes when I'm not there, or maybe to someone else, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's alright, my best mate's a Lebo," right? Yeah. So all of a sudden they like start like morally licensing themselves to do these things, which then still contributes to the fact that now people are going to perceive Lebos as people who drive fast cars and only eat hummus and great women.
I don't think you need it anywhere, like any form of like bigotry, but you know, it happens.
on one hand, sure, it can bring up issues that might be taboo and that people really want answers on and people want to know, but it can also have the flip side effect of perpetuating the issue that's already existing. The problem with satire is that not only does it appeal to the people who will obviously go, yeah, I see that you're taking the piss, it also appeals to the people that hold those views seriously, and in fact can appeal so that they're so popular because they appeal to both sides so strongly, but in fact can perpetuate the issue they're trying to address.
No, I think it supports proper racism because it gives people who are proper racists a kind of crutch to lean on. I feel like Australia's full of people who are like, I'm not racist, but so.
I think this is the thing though, if you eradicate casual racism, what are you left with? You're left with people just treading on ice all the time, and you're not sure when it's going to break. And then because there's nothing there, there's never going to be a discussion or anything like that. I think casual racism overall is probably not a good thing. Definitely not a good thing. But in certain circumstances, I think it can be used as a tool to bridge the gaps between different groups.
If it does open a dialogue about culture and about race, then I think that's a good thing. Stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason, and if it just kind of sits in the back of their heads, they're still going to be prevalent in our society. But if we're vocal about it, then it opens the door for kind of being wrong about stereotypes as well.
Oh, yeah, but that again, okay, or you could actually have a constructive conversation about it and not be racist at all. That's, again, it's just excuses. People want to at least own that you're being racist and go, but that's not the only way to have constructive dialogue about issues. So that's going, okay, if we want to deal with the issue right now with xenophobia and Islam, that means we're going to make jokes about it and that's going to open up this brilliant dialogue. Fuck that! It's the opposite of critical thought.
And this argument annoys me so much because this argument that racism will always be there and it's better that it's just casual, and not overt, but I actually think, no, the reason that people aren't overtly racist is because they're afraid that they know it's wrong, and they know they're doing the wrong thing, and so doing it in that casual way means they get away with it. So I'm we need to all just call out when we see it because it's wrong, and there's no real excuse for it ever.
If you're in a workplace and everyone is the same, makeup of race and background, then you're not going to be vilified. But if you're in a very diverse place, like UTS, you're going to see different cultures. Therefore, you're not just going to blatantly be racist in class because you will be called out for it. So, and I think the more I speak about it now, the more I realize, even though I've pulled it up to a degree, I don't hold myself to the account enough that I'm talking about now, and my friends don't hold me to the same account. So I think that's why it's there still. And I think if you would lose friends and family over this issue, much like you would being overtly racist, then I think people would be less casually racist. I think it's acceptable, so that's why it exists. It's an active process which requires effort for an issue which right now, if you don't make the effort to get rid of, isn't going to hurt you. So really, for a lot of people, they're going to be like, what's the point? So I think unless it was, you would lose your job over it, or you would get kicked out of uni for it, and it became there was consequences for it, it's not going to change.
I hope so. I hope Australia becomes less racist. But I don't know, because apparently we're going to be swamped by Muslims. So everyone, watch out. They're coming for you.
Yeah, unfortunately, social discourse has trained us or brought us up in a way that suggests that this kind of stuff is okay. But I do think we're becoming more aware of it. I do think that social media has a huge part to play, and I think that that's an awesome tool to have to call out these kind of things and to show people that it's not okay.
It's going to be generational, and I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't think casual racism is a laughing matter. I think people laugh at it because sometimes it can be unbelievable. Sometimes they laugh at it because they're scared of it. I don't think it's a laughing matter.